Yeah. Hey, so Luis, I walked up Neptronic, okay? All I know about it, there used to be some old actuators called Baby Blue.
Correct.
And I pulled those out. They're kind of old, but I know you still have that product line of that actuator. But I see digital controllers back here. Tell me a little bit about that.
You're right. It's funny because I'll come back to the actuators later on, but we've actually started with this new family of application-specific controllers about, I will probably say, 3 years ago. And among the projects that actually, believe it or not, started us with the application-specific were these little projects, like for instance in Saudi Arabia, 16,000 fan coil controllers on one job.
Wow, 16,000. 16,000.
Yeah, it was like, 16 and 3 zeros. And then we got the same thing, but on VAV, 20,000.
And the same facility.
I think this one was in a different part, but always in the Middle East, right? I mean, always in the Arabic Peninsula.
Okay.
So that's basically what pushed us. We have an amazing salesman down there who really does.
Obviously, at 16,000, 20,000.
So an amazing salesman combined with an amazing territory. There's no other way. It's going to just give positive results.
Right.
So from that, there was a migration. We are an actuator company. And we've been putting our actuators on VAV boxes for like 20 years. And that's when we decided that, come on, maybe it's time for us to do something different with that. And slowly, that's how this whole making up this controller came up. But obviously...
So not only do you have application controllers, do you also have other controllers as well?
We have standalone controllers.
Okay.
What you have to understand is that Neptronic as a company, we do multiple products. I mean, we make humidifiers, we make duct heaters, and we do peripheral controls. So VAV was like a natural extension for us since we were already making the actuators.
Sure, that's pretty natural. Now, your particular controller, does it have a particular protocols that it speaks?
Yes, we have BACnet as a standard BTL certified products. Every Neptronic product is BTL certified. And we also have, for some versions in Europe, we also have Modbus.
Modbus as well, okay. Now, is there different part numbers for Modbus, or is it the same part and then you can load it with different firmware?
Actually, there's a different number. Basically, in the nomenclature, you'll find a B.
Okay, BACnet.
BACnet. And then for the lawn products, you're going to fall into a category that's more of an OEM. So the numbers are totally different.
Okay, I see. All right, well, that's awesome. Now, Luis, where's your background from? You here with Neptronic, but what else have you done? Have you worked for other companies? How long have you worked for Neptronic?
Listen, I've been, because I left Neptronic and came back, I've been with them for 5 years. But prior to that, I'm as control boy as you can get to be. I was out of school, I was an electrician, I was an apprentice electrician, so I installed this during 6 years. After that, at the same time, I was going to college at night, so I got myself a degree in building and mechanical building engineering.
Okay, all right.
And after that, I became a contractor. During 6 years, I was a controls contractor.
So you actually installed controls. You're in the field.
I did programming, testing, servicing. I did it all with one of the companies that's
and here you are today in a nice tie and a coat. Yeah, clean up nice.
Yeah.
Every once in a while they let you dress up.
There you go.
Well, cool, Luis. That's awesome. So you got plenty of experience in the field. You know what it takes.
22 years.
Wow,
That's
good.
I had hair at that time.
What I like to say is I've forgotten more than what these other people are going to ever remember.
Exactly, yeah.
After that long, yeah.
22 years just in controls. That's all I've been doing. Awesome. Building automation. Yeah.
And you said you were a fan of my site. I
like it. It's
awesome. I gotta make more videos or something.
I used to call myself the control freak, but now I'm kind of caught in a situation where I can't use that name anymore. So
no, actually, and I'm trying to change it a little bit because I did start it out saying, the controls freak. I'll make a blog and it's me. But you know what? I really want to change it to where it's like the controls freak is like a place.
Yeah, it's like a community.
Exactly, and everybody can say, I'm Luis, the controls freak. I'm able to the controls freak.
To be honest with you, when I started in this industry, I was right in the middle of the migration where the hybrid systems were coming in, where the pneumatic was starting to fade out, the new digital systems were coming in. So that's when I came into this market. And now suddenly everything's changed. In 20 years, in the old days, you could take a technician who was good in building engineering and that was pretty much all you needed. Today, you better be good in computer science, he better be good in building engineering, he better be have good knowledge as far as electricity, know his networking, know his protocols. So come on,
But from your mouth to God's ear, because I guarantee you, it's like nowadays, it's not just the mechanical guy that used to bang around duct and set units. That guy can do a control system.
I remember in the old days, I used to tell my guys, I said, today the modern type of electrician / technician of control has on one side his pouch with his tools, and on the other one his computer. Now,
Or on the back if you got
on the backpack. There you go.
No, that's all. That's exactly. And I've noticed that too, and I think a lot of people that are in controls now say the same thing, is that, you can't just know mechanical systems. At the same time, I actually came from the background of, I knew computers, and you really can't just know computers. You got to get a little hybrid in between or whatever. But to be honest with you, you're an electrician. To be honest with you, I've had more luck with electricians transitioning to controls than I've seen some mechanical guys that are trying to transition to controls. So all you mechanical guys, you can brush up. Brush up on the computer side of things. Luis said so. Hey, Luis, I appreciate the time.
Oh, and by the way, I love the way you explained how to fine-tune a PID loop. That was amazing. Okay. I do.
I started to figure it. I was like, man, this is going a little long. I got to cut it a little short.
It was good.
Awesome. I appreciate the time, Luis.
Thank you very much.
Good
Appreciate
meeting you,
it.
man.
Thanks.
All right, take care.
Thanks.